Hello guys, it is currently midnight, and I forgot to upload the update video about Titans League Silver. How dare I? So, before I get some sleep and pack and fly off to Germany for Noble Apartment Cup, wanted to let you guys know what's been happening in Silver. Now, I was originally going to do just the first round update, then like a second round update, then the update video after it's all over, but some of the second round's already been played, so this is like a round and a half update, basically. And remember, there's 11 different groups. There will be 11 winners in the group, and those winners will join Gold League starting in January 2025. $17,500 prize pool for the Gold League players. 2 will fight to stay alive in every group. The others will try and get promoted to Plat for the next season. And then the Platinum League above that will have the top 24 in the world. And there's a $30,000 plus prize pool, and there's a lot more to come on that. So Titans League coming, but let's do the update. Wow, I kept it under a minute. Cool. All right, so starting with Group A. So far, things have kind of gone as expected, at least from my point of view. We did have some big sets here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oof, there we go. Lewis is the number 1 seed in this group, and he 3-0'd in the first round. And then Turs, similar elo to Survivalist, won 3-1 in the first round against him. Turs put up a good fight, but Lewis got the job done. Lewis is looking pretty good. And Lewis finds himself waiting in the final. So Lewis will face the winner of Twig and Antagonist. Twig Antagonist is super close. I think it's Seed 2 Antagonist and Seed 3 Twig. I guess I overlooked the fact that Twig beat Soxy and Antagonist beat Dog9 from Hong Kong. But Antagonist has looked super good this year. Twig is a classic pro who's been around a really long time. I think whoever wins this series can beat Lewis. I think Lewis is the favorite, but one thing Lewis lacks is a lot of tournament experience on a lot of mixed maps, and that's something that Antagonist and Twig probably have a little bit more of. Also think Antagonist is constantly talking with Vinchester and possibly training with Vinch, so I think they're quite close because they're teammates in other team game tournaments. I think that'll be a banger. I think it will. Okay, moving on to the next group. Here, we've had some really good sets. So Lucho, the 18-year-old from Argentina, won 3 of the first rounds. And then he was up against the winner of Black Tomate. Black Tomate went to 5 games. It was a really close series. Black was down 2-1. Black came back, won 3-2 against Tomate. Black did then end up losing against Lucho. Lucho's just so good. Again, he's young. He's like 2K5, 2K6. He's motivated. He messaged me immediately after TTL was announced again. Excited for him, and I expect Lucho to be the favorite, but he had some interesting things happening. iBuyPower, who looked amazing in Titans League Silver last season, he almost qualified. He almost got to gold last season. He won 3-1, and he'll be up against Illusionist, which was not expected. Illusionist, I think, was like Seed 6, 2200 elo. He beat Whitecourt 3-2. This is spoilers, by the way. Game 5 from this series will be on my YouTube channel at some point within the next week. Super good game. Game 5 migration. It was sick. So, if I had to guess, I think it's going to be iBuyPower versus Lucho, and I think Lucho is favorite, but I think it's close. iBuyPower has more experience. Lucho maybe overall more skill. So, Group C. Unfortunately, the number 1 seed Jibitong did not show up to play his series, which sucks. Jibitong's a really talented player. Like, I thought he was going to win this group, and he just didn't show. So, Jibitong, admin lost the first round. Beery, notice there's a lot of Argentinians here. He's going to be the favorite now in round 2 against Stake, who didn't really have to fight to get that spot. I'd expect Beery to win there, but Stake maybe has an opportunity. And then Rapard and Stark is a big one because both Rapard and Stark were in gold before. First time we've said that in these groups. Whoever wins between Rapard and Stark is favorite in the third round here, in my opinion, to make it into gold. Stark almost lost to Hoy, which is a little unexpected. I didn't see the games, but I've been seeing Rapard play, and I think Rapard might be the favorite there. Big one to look out for in Group C. All right, Group D, another 18-year-old Argentinian who's really good. 2K5, 2K6 Prisma, won 3-0 the first round. He's going to be up against Andre after Andre moved through a very old-time pro in Alive who was like playing in the early 2000s from Brazil. Andre's looked good in qualifiers and looked good in Titans League format before. So I think Andre will be very prepped. I don't think he's as much skill as Prisma, but oftentimes it comes down to the strategy in the draft. So that could be close. And another upset that happened in this bracket was Gem Jack. I forget his seed, but he's like maybe 2,200 elo. Beat 24 or 2,500 elo El Matador. He looked really good. Chart, like a mid-30s pro from Japan who doesn't play the game consistently, who you might not even know about. He won his first round against a very active player from Chile. So Gem Jack Chart, one of those players is going to make it into the best of 5 final. It's going to be pretty sick. I'm expecting Prisma to take it, though. I feel like it's his time. Group E, we had Z40 look very good and had great strategy, but he was the number 1 seed in the group. And then we had Teemo beating Bad Boy. Bad Boy used to be a top 20 player. He came back, probably felt like, I can handle this Teemo guy. Teemo's strats were really good. And Teemo's been training. Teemo's been talking strats. He's super motivated. I kind of feel like whoever wins the Z40 Teemo set is maybe favored to go to gold. I'd lean a little bit more towards Z40 there. But then Bad Koala's super dangerous. He won 3-0. Husiel, also a really talented Arabia player from Chile. So I think Husiel lacks experience in the mixed maps. I did watch his series against El Naniro, and there was just some of the openings were a bit wonky for me. So I would say probably a Bad Koala Z40 final if I had to bet into Z40 qualifying. I think we're going to talk more about it, but like the Taiwanese team, they've got a couple guys similar to the Argentinians in this bracket. I think they're really motivated and they want to get to gold. And Z40 wasn't gold before. Should have mentioned that. He almost stayed alive in gold the previous season too. So, okay, Group F, Overtaken's number 1 seed. Overtaken's also been in Titans League like every single time. Like he has consistently gone through silver to gold and then gotten relegated, which is kind of sad for him. He's looked good. He hasn't played his second round yet. Looks like that's in 2 days. Nizar's a good player and beat Reyes. Another one of those Taiwanese guys I was mentioning. But I think Overtaken's too good to lose. I've just got all the faith in the world for Overtaken. But guys, look at this. Doomster's been playing really well from India. Training with Dragonstar, being active on the ladder. And he beat John Slow, but then lost 3-2 to U Pudding. U Pudding is playing well right now. He's got some funky strats, but he's also super solid if he needs to play standard. So it'll be U Pudding waiting in the finals against Overtaken. That is a banger. Group G, another upset happened. So we had Duduzu, a Chinese player, win the first round. We had Cosmonaut win the first round. This was all expected for me. But then Duduzu beat Cosmonaut. Cosmonaut's the number 1 seed. And he's been like 2,500, 2,600. Duduzu's like 2,200 or 2,300. But if you look at Duduzu's history, guys, he beat, I think, Fire in a tournament qualifier recently. So this is a player who he punches above his weight in tournaments and can play well in tourney settings, or maybe just play well under the pressure. So he makes it to the finals. Would have never guessed that. I had Cosmonaut winning the group. And now we've got the 2 favorites, Uzi and Stone Please, winning, and then they're going to be up against each other. I think Uzi's playing really good strategic AoE2 right now. I know he's training with a bunch of people. Like a lot of these guys are playing multiple practice sessions a day. You guys wouldn't believe it. I don't know enough about Stone Please to know if he's doing the same. He's a very talented player. I think he's faster than Uzi. I think that goes either way. And then who knows about the final, man? I don't even know what to predict in that group. That's going to be really fun to see. Okay. Next up in Group H, we had some really nice sets. So we had Say My Name. He's the number 1 seed. Say My Name's been in the top leagues before, but he's just not as active now. So I'm curious to see what he's going to do in the later rounds here. He's going to be up against Moray. Moray, youngster from Spain, who's been playing very well this year, and this is the perfect type of tournament for him. He beat a longtime pro Ubetnir from Turkey 3-2. I think, I don't know what Moray's prep is like, and I didn't see Say My Name's games. Say My Name's very much the type of guy to just not train and just show up and be a beast. I think he's good enough to probably do that again and probably beat Moray. And then Say My Name Monos or Moray Monos is going to be on the cards here because Monos won his first round and then won 3-2 against Ozone in a very close series, a very back and forth series here. Could have gone either way, so this will be fun. Say My Name and Monos have been playing AoE at a high level for like 15 years. Both of them. That's sick. That's sick. Also, back up a little bit. This would actually be big for Monos because Monos has never really been regarded as at the same level as Say My Name. So the fact that Monos is actually getting better and he's been around so long is pretty cool. All right, Group I. Sizcon got an admin win the first round, so didn't have to play, and he'll be up against Goku. Goku's had great strategy. He used it against Nahuel. He hasn't been as active. So we'll see. I think Sizcon's the favorite. Sizcon, to me, it feels like his time. But I think the pressure is going to be on. And Fire, looking to get back in Gold League. He beat Eli from the US 3-0. And then Dennis, much improved player from Hong Kong, beats Solana. So I think Fire's the big favorite in the series against Dennis, but Fire's been kind of shaky in tournaments recently. Either way, I think probably going to be Sizcon against Fire or Dennis if I had to guess, but Goku might end up proving me wrong. Because, again, experience is everything, and he's been a part of the scene for like 10 plus years, just like Fire. Okay, 2 more groups. We have this is an awesome storyline here. So we have Hope, the number 1 seed, winning the first round. Then we had Gookie, who's 16 years old and one of 2 girls in the bracket. She beat Pella 3-2 in a banger series. And then actually earlier today, she beat Hope 3-1. Was behind in Spiral, came back. Great performance from Gookie. It'll be Gookie up against Deeker after Deeker beat Ween Dinchester 3-1. And then Deeker did sweep Red Phosphor. I have a video coming out about that on the main channel. I'm overviewing the entire series, so spoilers, but Deeker was able to figure out the Phosphor tricks, unlike Thunderbolt. I think Deeker's the favorite. I think he's going to be comfortable against Gookie, but I would have felt the same with Hope. And things get crazy in tournament games. And Gookie looked really consistent, really on top of things. Her upgrades are well-timed. Her macro, micro is super solid, so she's going to be tough to break. Should be a banger. Final group, guys. And thanks for bearing with me here. It's only been 10 minutes. We still have sets to play in the second round. So we have Wide beating Kimbo 3-0. We had Gabby beating her good friend Mentalist. So Gabby was seen as the best female player in the scene for many, many years. Now maybe she's technically maybe number 2 in the conversation because Gookie's in there too. She beat Mentalist. Sora Kuma is a crazy good player. He just completely stomped Rivix. And I would say, well, it's kind of unfortunate Anti-Demon didn't get to play. But I am a big Sorakuma fan. I know that Sorakuma has been training. I know it's the same for all these other players here, but if I had to guess, I would say Sorakuma beats Anti-Demon. I would say maybe Wide or Gabby goes either way. I think that'll be really close. But Sorakuma would be my guess to win and qualify for Titans League Season 4 in this round. So that's the update. And so we have technically 10 days left of Silver. It ends on the 22nd. I am flying out tomorrow, so I guess by the time of upload, I'm already on the plane to fly to Berlin for Noble Apartment Cup, which will be the 14th through the 15th through the 22nd on the Gamer Legion channel. So I won't be able to cover any of this. I'll be keeping an eye on the results. If I can find a moment, I will record an update video and we'll have it edited and sent to Silver so you guys know what happened. Or you could keep an eye on Liquipedia or both. I can only promise to do my best. And then after the NAC event, I'm going to be with family for a week. I'll be back early January. Titans League kicks off, and there's a lot more info to come on that. So that's it, guys. Thanks to everyone who's paid attention to this, been excited about this, and been following Silver League, especially any casters that have been casting it. Even if I don't speak your freaking language, guys, I'm watching. I've got it up on a tab to support you, or I'm watching on mute and just scrolling through because I want to watch these games so bad. So thank you to those of you that have actually been watching the Silver League. It means a lot to me. Thank you. That is it. Take care, guys. We'll see you around next time.